We've all had times when we've made bad decisions on how we handle money. Often it's based on emotion, misinformation, or what we believe to be true. Here to help us bust some of those money myths is financial expert and author of the book Retire Inspired, Chris Hogan. Good to have you back with us. Everything going all right?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Good. You're here to help bust a couple of myths today.
Yes.
And we're going to start with the car and the car payment. So many people believe that you cannot have a car unless you have a car payment.
Leland, that is not true. You can save up and pay cash for a car. And then what I'd encourage people to do is to continue to save. Then when it's time to upgrade, you've got money that you can do that with.
Okay.
So you don't need a car payment, pay cash.
All right. And also, I guess, if you need to be a little bit lower than what you're thinking, right?
That's right. We got to keep expectations and reality in check.
All right.
But then again, you can do it. Pay cash, it's going to drive a lot better.
All right. Let's also talk about loaning money, because sometimes the deal is folks say, hey friend, can you loan me some money, or can you let me hold a little bit of money, as the saying goes in the hood. So let's talk about loaning money to friends.
Well, it definitely will put a strain on the relationship. I mean, it just changes things. And so what I encourage people to do is take a look at your budget. If you can give them money, give it to them, but don't loan it. It'll stress you out. And if you've done, people had that happen with family, and around the holidays, stress levels are high. It's just not a good situation, so you want to avoid it.
Y'all have all seen Judge Judy. And you've seen mama suing daughter, or daughter suing mama and daddy. So don't do it. I got people that I loaned money to back in high school, and after a certain point, I just said, all right, I'm done with it. I am done. It's a loss.
You made the smarter play.
Yes.
That way you don't have to get stressed out and frustrated.
They're still my friends today because I did that.
But you won't let it happen again.
I will not let it happen again. Amen to that. All right, let's talk about the fact that we need to budget, but people say, you know what, I just don't have time to budget.
Yeah. People often look at budgeting like it's a stressful thing, and it really isn't. What it does is when you budget, you give yourself permission. You're telling money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Now, people are working so hard to earn this money. Let's make sure it goes where it's supposed to go, and you're the boss. You tell it when it can leave. All
right. So part of the budgeting process is not just for what's happening now or this year. It's making sure that we're in good shape when it's time to retire.
Yes.
And that's the mission of your book that's about to come out, Retire Inspired. So let's talk about that. Talk about the fact that even though somebody may be just joining the workforce at 20 or 25, think about retiring now.
Yes. Well, I would tell you, Leland, I want people to take advantage. You're never too young to start, and you're never too old to do something.
Okay.
And so I want more people living their dreams. And the best way to live your dreams is to make sure you have a plan.
Okay.
So I want people to get plugged in. If you've just started a job, sit down and talk with your HR director about the 401k or 403b. If you're already in working and making money, sit down and look at where you are. Find an investment professional with the heart of a teacher.
Okay.
Not trying to sell you a bunch of stuff, but someone that understands your plan and wants to help you get there.
And make sure that if your company offers a 401k, that you're taking advantage of it, because sometimes people don't, and they're losing free money that the company is giving to them.
You're absolutely right, and that's what the 401k matches. And so you really need to understand what are the tools that you have near you, and we want to take care of it. And remember, when you save for retirement, that's not an emergency fund. We're going to save that up outside of there. We want retirement funds just to sit and keep growing.
Okay.
Compound interest is your best friend.
All right, you got the book coming out, and you can't bid it right now. You can't get pre-sales of it at this point, but a couple of other highlights from the book itself.
Well, what we're doing is we're not only selling the book, but we're also giving an audio book, and we're really walking people through, based on age, some things you need to make sure you're doing.
Okay.
So if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, or 50s, or 60s, I'm kind of giving you step-by-step processes that you need to follow. And so we're also giving, with the pre-sale, a budgeting little PDF that can kind of answer some questions for people on budgeting. And then they're also going to get Dave Ramsey's ebook on the legacy journey. So it's about $70 worth of things there when you pre-buy the book for $19.99.
Christmas is around the corner. Could be a great Christmas gift there. You can learn more about financial advice at Chris and financial guru Dave Ramsey's Smart Money Workshop. That's coming up on Thursday, October 8th at 6:30 at the Grand Ole Opera House. For more information, go to newschannel5.com. And as we mentioned, pre-sales for Chris's new book, Retire Inspired, start today. The book is in stores January 11th. Again, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you, sir.